Brought to you by...
Today, the game is simple. Avoid suspicion, manipulate your friends, and eliminate your enemies. Hello friends, welcome back to ETF, where today we are looking back to 2005, where we are playing a twisted game with the entire school in Cry Wolf. A big lie told in fun has deadly consequences in this horror story. A group of students at an exclusive private school decide to have some fun by creating an urban legend and seeing how far it will spread. When a woman is murdered not far from the school's campus, the students create an elaborate mythology about a serial killer known as the Wolf, whose motives and methods would make him a likely culprit for the recent crime. However, when other people begin dying at the hands of the Wolf, the students are forced to admit their lie in hopes of stopping the killings. But will anyone believe them? And how does the real-life killer know so much about the backstory of the Wolf? This film is very much a product of its period, making use of the contemporary technology of the time, which also unfortunately prevents it from aging well. We're set up early on in the throes of a standard stalk and slash horror thriller, with traditional characters, settings, and formats. For the majority of the film, we are isolated to a prep school, filled with overprivileged youth consisting of fresh faces and a few who went on to have more prominent careers. Most notably, Texas T, played by Jared Padalecki, who now has reached worldwide acclaim in his role as Sam Winchester in the hit series Supernatural. We also get a pop-up performance from Jon Bon Jovi as the journalism professor Mr. Walker, who actually winds up becoming an integral piece of the overall plot of the film by the end. He delivers a surprisingly good performance for a rock star turned actor. The film feels like it is striving for a bit of a Kevin Williamson level of contemporary wit, woven through the characters' snappy dialogue choices and overly confident back and forth exchanges. It was pretty clear to me that this film's entire goal was to pit highly intellectual young people against each other in a sadistic game of wits. The film was built methodically, shifting from the standard slasher format rather quickly into a psychologically driven thriller, crafting an intricate puzzle that presents each new question as another piece, forming the grand scheme of its complex plot. For me, it played the element of the twist very well. Think of it as a more intellectual Shyamalan outcome. In fact, on a more personal note, when this movie came out, I went to see it with a group of friends, and we enjoyed it so much that we actually paid to see it twice back to back. I know how strange that is, but you gotta understand, around that time there wasn't a ton of deep, well-crafted horror thrillers coming out, so this one stood out heavily to us. I'll admit, it's not a perfect film. It features a mostly generic choice of score, and some rapid handheld camera work that don't really blend well with many of its more traditional lockdown techniques. Though I do like that the handheld elements were only used during scenes where the tension was supposed to be elevated. The editing makes some fun and flashy choices, sure, but it also builds its moments very well, growing the tension and intensity of each moment with perfect pitch and payoff. They make choices to leave minimal breadcrumbs to information and reveal nothing until the moment that the film wants you to know something. I felt that this was a smart decision because on your first viewing, it makes it much harder to figure out where the film is going before it gets there. The climax leaves you questioning everything that you've seen up until this point, which sort of makes you want to go back and watch it again to see how you got to this place. In the final moments, the smallest events are revealed to stand out so much more, and the simplest lines turn out to hold a whole new level of significance. I'm giving Cry Wolf an A-. Like I said, this is a film that may not have aged well, but I still feel is an extremely well-crafted thriller for its time, and I think will keep any first-time viewer engaged from start to finish. If you haven't seen this one, I would definitely recommend checking it out. This episode of ETF is brought to you by NordVPN. With more than 10 years of experience, NordVPN is one of the world's largest VPN providers. Cybersecurity may seem very complex, but NordVPN makes it as easy as it gets. Cutting-edge technologies shield your internet activity from hackers and malware, protect you on public Wi-Fi networks, and even block annoying ads. NordVPN protects your IP address and makes sure that no one else can see which websites you visit and what files you download. And until the end of April, if you sign up using the links down in the description, you can get a whopping 70% off a 3-year plan. Real internet privacy is just a click away with NordVPN. But that's all for today, friends. If you are enjoying the content so far and want to help us keep bringing new types of videos for you to enjoy, please consider supporting ETF on Patreon, where every pledge goes right back into the channel to help us with upgrading equipment, maintaining our software, and checking out new flicks to discuss here. If you want to see more videos like these, feel free to let us know down below, or give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.